Hello everyone, I am Dr. Abha Kumari. Today we discuss the composition of function. Earlier we have discussed function, relation, types of function, types of relation, and how do we define the range, domain, codomain. Okay, so today we will discuss the composition of function. So what this composition of function is? Okay, so here we will see the composition. So to define a composition of function, we'll take the two mapping, that means the relation. So let F be a mapping from A to B and G be a mapping from B to C. Okay, and here G is a mapping from B to C. Okay, so B two functions. Then the composition of function. Then the composition of F and G denoted by G naught F. This thing G naught F, fine, is the function and is defined by, how can we define G naught F? G naught F be a mapping from A to C. Earlier we have discussed the transitive property. In the transitive property we have seen, to define a transitive property we need the two mapping, that is from A to B and again from B to C. That means the mapping which we have taken the B, the next, in the first mapping where we go finished, we get last from A to B, and the next mapping we will start from B. Okay, so this B is common in both the mappings. So here we have taken F be a mapping from A to B and again G be a mapping from B to C. So G naught F be a mapping from A to C. Okay, and such that G naught F X, if we define over a function that is X, then how can you write like this? G then Fx for all small x belongs in A. Fine. Clearly from this figure what we see here, the mapping goes from A to C. That means A here we can say is the domain of G naught F and the C is a range of G naught F. Therefore domain of G naught F is equals to domain of F. Fine. So this is the, and range of G naught F is equals to, that is a subset of domain of G. It is a subset because sometimes we get the 1-1 mapping and sometimes it is not possible to find the 1-1 mapping from G naught F to G. That's why this is a subset of dome of G. Fine. So let us see an example. So for this example, let F be a mapping from a set 1, 3, 4 to 1, 2, 5. Here we have defined F, so I have defined here F be a mapping from 1, 3, 4 to 1, 2, 5, and G be a mapping from 1 to 5. The here we had last, we will start from that. So 1, 2, 5 to 1, 3. 1, 2, 5 to 1, 3. Fine. Therefore, be defined as F equal to How can we write it? Like 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 1. Okay, and we will define G as 1, 3, 2, 3, 5, 1. Then find F naught G and G naught F. That with these two composition we have to find, and composition over what? So 1 add over G and here over F. So let us solve this question. Okay. Now F naught G. First is your F naught G. So F naught G over what? So F naught G. While defining the F naught G, what we have to take? We have to take 1, 2 and 5. 1, 2 and 5. Why 1, 2 and 5? Because domain of G. Here we have written if domain of G naught F is domain of F. So while defining F naught G, so we have F naught G, domain of F naught G equals to domain of G, and domain of G is what? 1, 2, 5. So 1, 2 and 5. Is it clear? Okay. So here it is 1, 2 and 5. Now, so first we find F naught G over what? So from here the domain we get the numbers. So F naught G over 1. So here we write 1. So here it is what? F of G 1. Why this? Because here we have defined if G naught F X we have to find, then this will repeat G, then F of X. Whatever the Fx is given here, we will just put here, and then we find the Gx. So here F naught G1 equals to F of G1. That means what? F. What about G1? Here G. G1 is 3. How can we define this one? When we have x equal to 1, then G of x equals to 3. Like this. If we have G of 1 equals to 3, from here, this way, that's why we have write it here, F of G1 equals to F G1 is 3. Now what about F3? From here, F of 3 to 1 के लिए 2, 3 के लिए 5, 4 के लिए 1. So we are looking for the F of 3. So F of 3 is 5. So here we are getting the value is 5. Right? Next is F naught G. For the next value is what? 2. So again we have F G of 2. So this is F of. Now G of 2. G of 2 is 3. So we write here 3. Now F3 again is what? So here we have 3 is 5. So again we are getting F3 equals to 5. Next is F naught G 5. Why 5? Because domain of G is 1, 2, 5 we are getting here. That's why we first find for the value of 1, second for the 2 and third for the 5. So while writing the value of 5 we have F G5. So what we get the G5? F. Now look at this pic. So here G 1, 3, 2, 3, 5, 1. That means G of 5 is equal to what? To 1. So here we write G5 as 1. And what about the F1? F1 as 2. So here we will write 2. Therefore, F naught G is equals to, so we will put the curly brace here. What we have? When 1, then we are getting the 5. So 1, 5. When we are having x is 2, then what we have x as 5. So 2, 5. And again we have 5. Then we are getting here as 2. So this is your F naught